What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness with another question. I have had issues with food my whole life. I was athletic, but always on a diet. But through my own yo-yo dieting, I sabotaged myself. I'm now 55 years old and in menopause and can't lose weight for anything. I was still eating way too low for my activity level, so I've been increasing calories slowly, and I'm up to 1,500 calories per day. There's no mention of this woman's weight. My plan was to drop weight in, March. I don't know when this question was asked, but I believe it's, 3 or 4 months out. My plan was to drop weight in March to try and cut or drop calories in order to cut. However, I have gained 10 pounds since, in the past several months. I'm distraught. Am I on the right track? I can't afford coaching. I'm losing my you-know-what right now. All right, well, without knowing your kind of historic weight and typically where your weight has been and the range that it tends to move in, and knowing your current weight right now, and where your calories were before you started to increase them, it's difficult to answer this question because you need a little bit more context in order to answer this question. But it is possible, or certainly possible, that when somebody is a chronic dieter, and assuming they are in reality chronically under-eating calories, because let's face it, a lot of people think that they're eating less than they really are because they conveniently forget about all the additional nibbles of food that they eat, or times that they go out to a restaurant and they eat and they don't really count that, and so on. And they forget that it's not just what you eat on a given day or day to day, it's everything that you eat over any given period of time. And kind of the average of all those days together gives you your average daily calories. So you could be at 1,200 calories 6 days out of the week, and then on that 7th day, you're good all day until you go out to eat at a restaurant, and you can easily consume over 2,000, 2,500 calories in a sitting. Well, you didn't really eat 1,200 calories a day then. The average is a little bit higher than that. And when someone is very slight and maybe they really do need to be eating like 1,200 calories a day to affect weight loss, then you've blown your diet with that one eating out meal. So you have to be very mindful of that. Anyway, back to the question is not knowing like where you're at in the past. If you were chronically dieting over time, and basically your metabolism over time will adapt to that lower calorie intake, and eventually it may be very difficult to make additional progress. Maybe you're already exercising as often as you can, and you're eating as little as you realistically can and should, and progress has come to a halt. You're going to need to take a diet break. You're going to need to raise your calories up slowly, so you don't yo-yo back and gain back a bunch of body fat because you're eating too much too quickly. You want to add back in, maybe a couple hundred calories a day, and do that for a week or two. And then add back in again a couple hundred calories a day, and do that for a week or two, and kind of work your way back to whatever your maintenance calories or you think your maintenance calories should be for your body weight, while at the same time taking advantage of the fact that you're eating more calories. Maybe pare back on any cardio that you're doing and focus more on like really sincerely trying to build muscle and really get after it in the gym, and take a good while to let your diet fatigue kind of dissipate and try and put on muscle, and in a sense try and rebuild your metabolism. So you essentially raise the level of your maintenance calories over a good period of time. And this may take many months. You might want to take an entire year to just go in like full bodybuilding mode, not to gorge yourself and get fat, but just to rebuild your metabolism and get your maintenance calories really high and get more muscle on your body and feel good. And then after that, if you want to make another go at like getting shredded, then you slowly peel the calories off of that number and make your way back down to drop additional body fat from there. And that process should be easier because you'll be able to, at a higher body weight with more muscle on you, you'll be able to enjoy more food every day while still being in a slight calorie deficit, and you'll be able to get leaner a little bit easier and certainly enjoy the process more because you'll be able to eat more food while still being in a calorie deficit. And it just makes the whole process like much kinder on you. But that's the best answer I could give based on the information that you gave me. All right, guys, if you appreciate the content, please like and subscribe to the channel, share the videos with somebody you think might be able to benefit from it, and I will talk to you soon.